At 80, Robert starts his morning the same way he always has, with a warm cup of tea in hand. As he takes a sip, he thinks back to his younger days, when energy and strength came effortlessly. He used to believe that slowing down with age was just a fact of life. But what if that wasn't true? What if staying strong and active wasn't about luck, but about the choices we make every day, starting with what's on our plate? That's exactly what Robert discovered when he made a simple change to his diet. 5 powerful foods that helped him feel healthier, sharper, and more alive than ever. Robert had always assumed that the stiffness in his joints, the occasional forgetfulness, and the constant feeling of fatigue were just part of getting older. It was something everyone his age dealt with, so he never questioned it. But one day he met Dr. Carter, a nutritionist who challenged everything he believed about aging. What if I told you that feeling weak and tired isn't just a natural part of growing old? Dr. Carter asked. That simple question changed everything for Robert, and led him to a powerful secret that would transform his health. Science has shown that the right foods can do more than just fill your stomach. They can keep your mind sharp, your joints pain-free, and your energy levels high, even well into your 80s. The key isn't in expensive treatments or miracle pills, but in the simple, everyday choices we make about what we eat. Dr. Carter explains it best. Food isn't just fuel for your body, it's medicine. And when you choose the right ones, they can help you stay strong, active, and healthy for years to come. Here are 5 must-have foods that can make all the difference. So let's dive into one by one. Number 1. Robert never used to think much about what he ate for breakfast. A slice of toast, a cup of tea, maybe some eggs, that was his usual routine. But after his conversation with Dr. Carter, he decided to make a small change. One morning, he reached for a handful of fresh spinach and tossed it into his omelet. It felt like a simple addition, but he had no idea just how powerful that little green vegetable could be. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are packed with essential vitamins and nutrients that do more than just keep the body strong. They help keep the mind sharp, too. They're rich in antioxidants, vitamin K, and folate, all of which are known to support brain health and slow cognitive decline. In fact, studies have shown that seniors who eat greens regularly have a sharper memory compared to those who don't. It's as if these vibrant, leafy vegetables act like fuel for the brain, keeping it active and alert, even as the years pass by. For Robert, the change wasn't immediate, but over time he started noticing subtle differences. He felt more focused during his daily crossword puzzles, and he wasn't forgetting little things as often, like where he put his glasses or why he walked into a room. The foggy moments that had started creeping into his life didn't seem to happen as frequently anymore. It was a refreshing feeling, almost like his mind was waking up again. Dr. Carter had explained it perfectly. Think of your brain like a machine. It needs the right nutrients to function at its best. And leafy greens are one of the best sources of brain-boosting fuel you can find. The best part? Adding more greens to his diet didn't require any drastic changes. A handful of spinach in his breakfast, a small side of sautéed kale with dinner, or even a simple salad for lunch, each small choice added up. And with every bite, Robert wasn't just eating food. He was nourishing his brain, keeping his memory sharp, and taking control of his health. Now, eating leafy greens has become second nature to him, a simple habit that's helping him stay as sharp and vibrant as ever. And if something as easy as adding a little spinach to breakfast can make such a difference, why wouldn't everyone give it a try? Number 2. Dinner time had always been one of Robert's favorite moments of the day. It was his time to unwind, enjoy a good meal, and reflect on his day. But after his talk with Dr. Carter, he made a simple yet powerful change. He started including fatty fish in his meals. One evening, as he sat down to a beautifully grilled salmon fillet with a side of roasted vegetables, he felt good knowing that this wasn't just a tasty meal. It was brain food. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, a nutrient essential for keeping the brain young and sharp. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation in the brain, protect against memory loss, and even lower the risk of age-related cognitive decline. Studies have shown that people who eat fatty fish regularly tend to have better focus, improved memory, and a lower chance of developing conditions like dementia. Robert had never given much thought to how food could impact his brain before, but now it made perfect sense. Your brain is made up of nearly 60% fat, and a good portion of that is omega-3s, Dr. Carter had explained. If you don't get enough, your brain can't function at its best. So, Robert followed the advice and started having fatty fish at least twice a week. Some days it was a simple grilled salmon fillet. Other days, he'd add canned sardines to a salad or a sandwich. And over time, he noticed a difference. His thoughts felt clearer, he remembered things more easily, and he just felt more mentally alert. It was a small change, but it made a big impact. And as Robert enjoyed another bite of his salmon, he couldn't help but smile. Taking care of his brain had never tasted so good. Number 3. As Robert sat in his favorite chair, flipping through the pages of his book, he reached for a small bowl of walnuts sitting beside him. It had become part of his daily routine. A simple habit that not only satisfied his hunger but also helped protect one of the most important organs in his body: his heart. Nuts and seeds, like walnuts, almonds, and flax seeds, are packed with heart-healthy nutrients. They contain good fats, fiber, and antioxidants that help lower bad cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and improve overall heart function. More importantly, studies have shown that eating just one handful of nuts a day can lower the risk of heart disease by 25%. A small but powerful change that can add years to one's life. Dr. Carter had explained it to Robert in a way that made perfect sense. Your heart is like an engine. It needs the right kind of fuel to keep running smoothly. Nuts and seeds are some of the best natural sources of that fuel. At first, Robert was skeptical. Could something as small as a handful of walnuts really make a difference? But as he continued this daily habit, he noticed subtle changes. His energy levels felt more stable, and he wasn't experiencing the occasional chest tightness he once did. The best part? Nuts were easy to include in his diet. He sprinkled flax seeds over his morning yogurt, enjoyed a handful of almonds with his tea, and even added crushed walnuts to his oatmeal. No complicated diets, no drastic lifestyle changes. Just a small, delicious snack that worked wonders for his heart. As he popped another walnut into his mouth, Robert smiled. Taking care of his health had never been easier or tastier. Number 4. Robert stood in his kitchen, tossing a handful of blueberries and strawberries into his blender. The deep reds and blues swirled into a rich, vibrant smoothie, and as he took a sip, he couldn't help but feel a little refreshed. Not just by the taste, but by knowing he was doing something good for his body. Berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, are packed with powerful antioxidants that help fight inflammation, protect the body from aging, and even keep the skin glowing. They're like nature's defense system, working to keep cells healthy and strong. Dr. Carter had explained, think of antioxidants as tiny bodyguards protecting your skin and organs from damage. And berries are one of the best sources you can find. Robert had always loved the sweet, juicy taste of berries, but he never realized just how beneficial they were for his health. Since learning about their effects, he started adding them to his diet in simple ways. Blending them into smoothies, sprinkling them over his morning oatmeal, or just enjoying a handful as a snack. And the best part? Frozen berries work just as well as fresh ones, making it easy to keep them on hand year-round. Over time, he started noticing little changes. His skin looked healthier, he felt more energized, and even his joints didn't ache as much. It was a small, effortless change, but it made a real difference. As he finished his smoothie, Robert smiled. Who knew that something so delicious could be such a simple secret to staying healthy? Number 5. Robert sat at his breakfast table, spooning creamy Greek yogurt into his bowl. He topped it with a drizzle of honey and a handful of nuts, enjoying the smooth, rich texture with each bite. It had become a simple yet essential part of his morning routine, not just because it tasted good, but because he knew it was doing something great for his body. Greek yogurt is packed with calcium and probiotics, making it one of the best foods for keeping bones strong and digestion smooth. As Dr. Carter had explained, calcium is the building block of your bones, and probiotics keep your gut healthy. Greek yogurt gives you both in one delicious serving. This was important to Robert, especially as he aged, since strong bones reduce the risk of fractures and probiotics help with bloating and digestion. The benefits didn't stop there. Greek yogurt also boosts the immune system, thanks to the good bacteria that support gut health. A healthy gut means a stronger immune system, Dr. Carter had said, which means fewer illnesses and better overall well-being. What Robert loved most was how easy it was to include in his diet. Some mornings he had it plain. Other times he mixed in fresh berries or a sprinkle of flax seeds. No complicated recipes, no extra effort. Just a simple, tasty way to stay strong, active, and healthy. As he took another bite, he smiled. Taking care of his body had never been this easy, or this enjoyable. Months had passed since Robert made those small changes to his diet, and he almost didn't notice how much had changed, until one day, he found himself running around the park with his grandchildren. He wasn't out of breath, his knees didn't ache, and he felt lighter, more alive. It was a feeling he hadn't had in years. His mind felt sharper, too. He no longer struggled to remember little things, and his thoughts flowed with clarity. The fatigue that once weighed him down had faded, replaced by a steady, natural energy that carried him through the day. It wasn't some miracle or overnight transformation, just the result of simple, consistent choices. As he watched his grandchildren laugh and play, he realized something important. Aging didn't have to mean slowing down. With the right food and care, he could continue living fully, feeling strong, and enjoying life just as much as he always had. And at that moment, he knew this was just the beginning. Imagine waking up every morning feeling strong, clear-minded, and full of energy, even at 80. It's not wishful thinking. It's possible, and it all starts with one small change today. The food you choose to put on your plate can shape the way you feel, move, and live for years to come. Now, you've seen the 5 powerful foods that helped Robert transform his health: leafy greens, fatty fish, nuts and seeds, berries, and Greek yogurt. These aren't just ingredients. They're tools for a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. So, here's the question for you: which of these foods will you add to your diet first? Drop your answer in the comments below, and let's take the first step toward a stronger, healthier future together. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more tips on staying strong and healthy at any age. Your health journey starts with small, simple changes, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. Know someone who could benefit from this? Share this video with them today. Let's help more people discover the power of healthy living and make aging a vibrant, active experience for everyone.